Is this the end of America as we know it today? Hi, this is Robert Wilkins, aka Basketball Tall. I'm here today. I'm not talking sports, guys, today, but I want to elaborate a little bit about the post election because I have people that are very, very concerned. Some people are frightened, thinking this may be it. But anyhow, I'm going to talk about 7 things I'm going to point out, and I want your input, what you think, because we're all in this ship together, baby. And your input, what makes the difference is your thoughts about this as well. Because a lot of people are concerned. You got a lot of people that are happy and walking around joyful and everything else. But then again, a lot of us too hadn't even thought about the consequences or voted against our own interests, actually. Voted against the interests of not just ourselves, but our families. So let's jump to it. Number 1, cozying up to Russia. That's a big concern for a lot of people. Russia used to be considered our enemies. Now all of a sudden they're going to be our friend. Think about that. So that's number 1, cozying up with Russia, which used to be considered our enemies. Now all of a sudden, are they going to be our friend? Number 2, withdrawing from NATO. NATO for 3/4 of a century has protected the world's order. Now you have those from the European nations that are coming together because of the things that Donald Trump has said. And they have to unite and plan to do what they're going to do because NATO is, attack on one, attack on all. Could NATO look at us also later as an enemy, a threat? Think about that. Donald Trump always talked about World War III. I've watched both parties, rallies and so forth. And I've never heard the Democrats talked about World War III, but Donald Trump has talked about World War III a lot. Talking about the Democrats going to put us in World War III. It almost kind of seemed like it's the opposite, the way things could possibly play out here, because the world order could become destabilized. All right, number 3, China sees our divide. That'll be the time to then invade Taiwan and those other local islands in the Pacific there. House divided, cannot stand. That's what the Bible says. Number 4, Benjamin Netanyahu. Boy, he's a Donald Trump fan too. Plus, Yahoo has some issues of his own criminally because, he's now the president and so forth. But he's definitely want to align himself with Trump. But the thing is, when you had Hamas that invaded Israel and killed those people, and then, of course, Israel did have a right to defend itself and went in and, of course, just tore up the Palestinian country, and not just that state, and not just that, destroyed tens of thousands of people. I think they've done their job. They proved their point, and it really needs to end. Number 5, deportation. Wow. Now, that's scary, too, in a sense, because everybody in this country's got guns. It's not like the old days. Everybody's now well equipped. So when you're to deport Hispanics or Haitians, and, they can look like me, a lot of innocent people going to get caught up in that too. It's going to be like the Gestapo days of Germany, gathering up the Jews. How chaotic that might be. That's got to be a well-organized plan, how that's done. Because I'm an ex-cop, law enforcement, retired, and, we got orders to, we initiate those orders. But how will it be? And the thing about it is, everybody's not going to do everything right. There's going to be some killings along the way, unfortunately. But because there's guns everywhere. Number 6, tariffs. Man, a lot of business owners, I've been watching and listening to a lot of business owners, these programs on television. They're all concerned because if the tariffs get placed on those goods in China and various other places, those high tariffs, it's going to hurt the business. It's going to hurt us, the consumer. See, we're complaining so much about food and gas prices, but we fail to see how good we really got it. Post-COVID, boy, we got out of the COVID the quickest and we led the nation, and things are good. I'm not starving. I'm eating well. I'm going wherever I want to go, and many of you are too. But we look at the little things, well, that's big for some people, but we look at some things, we fail to see the big picture. What if this country is no more? There's no democracy. None of that matters then. It really doesn't. But anyhow, tariffs. Number 7, eliminating the Affordable Care Act. You remember Donald Trump, also known as, this is also known as Obamacare. You remember he's vowed from day one to get rid of Obamacare. Think about this. There are 50 million people right today on using Obamacare who may have diabetes, cancer, may even have high blood pressure, and also based on your age, might not get health insurance. Think about that. Might not even get life insurance because you got rid of it, but then we don't have a plan. If we go back to the old plan, that's hurting all of us. You keep on living, you're going to have a pre-existing condition. So you're going against your own personal and family interests. Think about that. Here's how I see things as that has gotten us where we are today. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Racism exists. I've gone through it. Many people today have gone through it. But it's not like what it used to be. We've had the greatest, before, up to the mid-2015, I would say the 1990s to the mid-2000s, this country was doing better than it's ever done before, ever. Because the United States became something that it never was. And talking about the peace among this people, because we are multiracial country. And we were getting along better than we have ever. But now, we got a big kink in it. But I really thought she was going to win based on the momentum of everything, because Trump's rallies was more gloom and doom, and hers was all excitement, joy, and look to the future. And boy, weren't we all shocked. Yeah, we were all shocked. I think Donald Trump was even surprised too. You know, everybody was shocked because he said and did everything wrong, and he still came out controlled everything. It was unbelievable. But anyway, is this the end of America as we know it today? If you like what I'm talking about, go ahead. Give me a thumbs up for the algorithm. Share it with others so they'll be able to know and hear what you're seeing right now. And stay tuned because there's more to come. Of course, you know I'm a sports channel, but I just had to talk about this today. Again, Robert Wilkins, a.k.a. Basketball Tall. See you next time.